Miss Nova, can I say something that's been sitting in my head for weeks?
Always.
Sometimes I feel like everyone else got the memo about how life works, and mine got lost somewhere in the mail.
That's such a specific feeling. Where does it usually hit you?
Honestly, everywhere. Scrolling through job updates, hearing about someone's new skill, even just watching how fast technology changes. I sometimes think, wait, am I falling behind?
Hey everyone, welcome back to Speak English with Miss Nova.
I'm Zane, professionally behind on absolutely everything, apparently.
And I'm Miss Nova. Today we're talking about something so many people quietly carry, that feeling of being left behind.
In work, in learning, in life in general, like the world's moving faster than you are.
This is a B2 to C1 level conversation, so we'll use richer vocabulary today, but we'll keep it clear and natural throughout.
If you're a student, a fresh graduate, or someone already deep into your career wondering if you should have done things differently, this episode's for you.
If it helps you, hit like and subscribe. Let's get into it. Zane, when did you first notice this feeling clearly?
Honestly, at a reunion last year. Old classmates talking about promotions, new houses, exciting projects. And I just sat there thinking, what have I actually been doing?
That's such a common trigger. Reunions, anniversaries, birthdays, they force a kind of comparison you don't usually make on a normal Tuesday.
Suddenly there's a timeline in your head, and you're checking whether you're on schedule.
Exactly. And that timeline was never actually real to begin with. Nobody handed us an official life schedule at birth.
It just feels that way sometimes, especially with how connected everyone is now. You see everyone's milestones constantly.
Right. And the pace of change makes it worse too. New tools, new industries, new skills becoming essential seemingly overnight.
It genuinely feels relentless sometimes. Like the moment you learn something, it's already slightly outdated.
That word fits perfectly. But here's something worth remembering. Feeling behind doesn't actually mean you are behind. It usually just means you're paying attention.
Paying attention to what exactly?
To the gap between where you are and where you assumed you'd be by now. That gap is normal. Almost everyone has one.
Let's talk about that assumed timeline, because I think it's doing a lot of damage quietly.
It really is. We grow up absorbing this vague idea. Finish school by this age, get a stable job by this age, achieve certain milestones by certain years.
And when real life doesn't match that script, it feels like failure, even if nothing's actually wrong.
Exactly. But real growth was never a straight line to begin with. It's messy, it loops back, it pauses, it sometimes moves sideways before moving forward again.
Sideways progress. I like that. It makes the confusing periods feel less wasted.
They're not wasted at all, honestly. Some of the most valuable growth happens during the periods that don't look impressive from the outside.
Give me an example.
Take someone who spends a year figuring out what career actually fits them, instead of rushing into the wrong one. From the outside, that might look like wasted time. From the inside, that's genuinely crucial self-discovery.
So the timeline in our heads is comparing the wrong things.
Completely. It compares visible milestones, but ignores invisible growth, the kind you can't put on a resume, but absolutely shapes who you become.
Let's talk about the actual world for a second, because it's not just in our heads, is it? Things genuinely are changing fast.
They are. New technology, new required skills, entire industries shifting shape within just a few years.
It creates this constant low-level pressure to stay future-ready, whatever that even fully means.
Future ready generally means having the skills and mindset to adapt as things change, not necessarily predicting exactly what's coming.
That's actually reassuring, because I definitely can't predict the future.
Nobody can, honestly. Not even the experts constantly predicting trends. What matters more is adaptability, your willingness to keep learning, rather than already knowing everything.
So, being future ready isn't about knowing the next big thing.
It's about trusting you'll figure it out when it actually arrives, because you've built the habit of learning continuously.
That reframes the whole pressure completely.
It should. You're not competing against the future. You're just building a relationship with change itself.
Let's talk about starting something new, because I think that's where this left behind feeling paralyzes people the most.
Completely agree. So many people think everyone else already knows this. I'd look ridiculous starting now.
I actually felt that learning to code last year. Watching 20-year-olds who'd been coding since childhood made me feel almost embarrassed to even try.
What changed your mind?
Honestly, I realized I was comparing my day 1 to their year 10. Completely unfair math.
That's such an important realization. Everyone currently skilled at something was once terrible at it too. They just started earlier, or simply started before you were watching.
And their head start doesn't cancel out my ability to start at all.
Exactly. There's a lovely truth in this. The best time to start something was years ago, but the second best time is genuinely right now.
I like that far better than "it's never too late," which honestly sometimes sounds a little hollow.
Fair. It's never too late can feel like a decoration sometimes. But the honest version is, starting now still moves you forward, regardless of when everyone else started.
So, did you actually keep learning to code?
I did, slowly, not impressively, but consistently. And that consistency mattered far more than speed ever could.
Let's talk about confidence here, because starting something new when you feel behind takes real courage.
It does. And here's something important. Confidence doesn't actually require expertise. You can be genuinely confident and still be a complete beginner.
How does that work exactly?
Confidence isn't "I'm the best at this." It's "I trust myself to keep improving even while I'm clearly still learning."
That's such a different definition than I usually assume.
Most people assume confidence comes after mastery. Actually, confidence usually needs to show up first to even get you through the uncomfortable beginner stage.
So confidence isn't the reward for learning. It's more like the fuel that gets you through it.
Beautifully put. And self-improvement, real self-improvement, isn't dramatic overnight transformation. It's usually just small, boring, repeated effort that quietly compounds over time.
Compounds, meaning it builds up gradually and the effect grows larger over time.
Exactly that word. Small effort today doesn't look impressive, but stacked over months, it becomes genuinely significant.
Let's practice this in a real conversation. Imagine a friend admits they feel behind at work.
Okay, I'll be honest. Everyone at work seems to already know things I'm still struggling to understand. I feel like I'm falling behind.
That's completely valid to feel. But can I ask something? Behind compared to what exactly? A timeline someone else set for you?
I guess I never really thought about who actually set that timeline.
Most of us didn't choose it consciously. It just quietly formed from comparison. What matters more is whether you're actually improving compared to where you personally started.
When you put it that way, I have genuinely improved a lot since I started this role.
That's real progress, even if it doesn't match someone else's pace exactly.
That actually helps, hearing it said plainly like that.
See, sometimes we just need someone to point out the timeline was never official to begin with.
Let's review today's useful words. First, relentless. Something that doesn't stop, keeps coming continuously. The pace of change can feel relentless sometimes.
Next, future ready. Having the skills and mindset to adapt as things change. I want to build future ready skills, not just current ones.
Third, hollow. Sounding empty or insincere, even if well-intended. That advice felt a little hollow without real examples.
Fourth, compounds. Builds up gradually with growing effect over time. Small daily effort compounds into real progress.
Fifth, self-discovery. The process of understanding yourself more clearly. That difficult year was really about self-discovery.
And finally, adaptability. Your willingness and ability to adjust as things change. Adaptability matters more than already knowing everything.
Relentless, future-ready, hollow, compounds, self-discovery, adaptability.
So today's core idea, feeling left behind, usually just means you're comparing your real life to an imaginary timeline nobody actually assigned you.
Growth isn't a straight line. It loops, it pauses, it moves sideways sometimes. And none of that is wasted time.
And starting something new, even late, even imperfectly, still moves you forward from exactly where you're standing.
Confidence doesn't require mastery. It just requires trusting yourself enough to keep going.
Tell us in the comments, is there something you've been wanting to start but felt too behind to begin?
We'd genuinely love to hear it. And maybe today's the day you finally start anyway.
If this episode helped you, like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this today.
This is Miss Nova.
And this is Zane. You've been listening to Speak English with Miss Nova.
Take care of your English and take care of your own timeline.
Bye for now.